Thank you. Thank you. So, I have this really weird feeling that everything I say should rhyme. Everyone who performed before me was so amazing. As they performed, especially Silver Sage, I found myself thinking, why does it feel like I'm falling? Perhaps because they are so awesome. Okay, so I'm here. You're here. We're going to do this. I didn't write down what I'm going to say because I was trusting myself. I'm having a problem because I want you to pay fucking attention to me. Is that so much to ask you? Okay, thank you. You have to excuse me. I am a teacher in Clark County Public School District. Thank you. It's my third year. It took me about 50 seconds to figure out it was not going to be freedom writers. I came in out of college. I was like, I'm going to change people. Everybody is going to grow up and they're going to go to college and they're going to love it. Oh, is that my husband? Thank you, baby. Okay, so that's just a guy that I saw feeling the music. That's not my husband. Okay, so, but as a teacher, there are a couple things. I'm not going to bitch about teaching the whole time, so if you're already resenting me, hold off. But there are a couple of things you have to call parents because kids are total douchebags, so you have to call their parents. And there's two kinds of parents that I really love. The first kind is the kind that whoops their kid's ass. I love calling this parent. This parent, I'm going to do a little impression for you. This parent starts out like this. Oh, he did? Oh, he did. Oh, he did. Well, you save him a spot in the corner tomorrow because he ain't going to be sitting. He ain't going to be sitting down. And then the other parent is kind of like, well, the thing is, Charles doesn't really like white women. And I get that. We're whiny, we're needy, and what the fuck is Pinterest, right? Am I right, people? White women, right? Okay. Another thing I love about white women is I've noticed as I'm teaching in different schools that there's a sort of different sort of fighting that happens. I understand black fighting, I understand Mexican fighting, but the other day I was at a hockey game and I saw these two white women fight. It was amazing. Maybe she was there, I don't know. It was these two women, I know, and it was a standoff and I realized that they were just being polite aggressively. It went a little something like this. Excuse me, thank you. Excuse me, thank you. No, excuse me, thank you. Excuse me, thank you. And the other one was like, no, excuse me, thank you. Thank you. And I realized all of a sudden, like, you'd be screwed if you were monotone because you would just be like, excuse me, thank you. And then the woman would be like, oh, okay, and walk away. So I told this joke to some of my friends who are, in fact, white women, and they were like, I don't get it. You're going to quit teaching to tell jokes about white women? And I was like, yes, and just for that, you don't get to see my impression of someone. Jennifer Aniston? I don't know. All right, I'm from Michigan. I just moved here. I really was not expecting that. I'm from Michigan. I just moved here. So you're all from Michigan? Everybody? Really? Oh my God. Okay. My people. So my dad is sort of like a crazy gun guy, and a couple years back I was home for Thanksgiving, and I went to give him a hug, and I hugged him, and I noticed he was wearing a bulletproof vest, and I said, you know, we're just at home. Like, this is fucking Thanksgiving. It's like me, my brother, the two grandmas. That is it. So I'm like, Dad, why are you wearing a bulletproof vest? And he was like, Jenna, people go fucking crazy this time of year. And just as he said that, my grandma busts out of the kitchen with an M16, and she's like, who wants pumpkin pie, motherfuckers? That didn't happen, the part with my grandma. But the bulletproof vest is true, okay? Yeah. I'm not gonna do a joke that I call the 3 weirdest things people have ever said to me in bed. Yes, surprising, I am not a virgin. I had sex 3 times, here it goes. First time. This guy said to me, hey, I'm not that good, but I'm really good at pillow talk. And I thought he was kidding, so I was like, that's so fun. Then we were done in 2 minutes, and he slid up next to me and said, so, where are you from again? Do you like the show Buffy the Vampire Slayer? And I was like, oh my God. Okay, I won't. There he goes again. I told my new friend, Brittany, that was my husband. He just doesn't know it yet. Second time, I met this music producer, Yamin Allworld, at like a club or something, and I told him I had to have him, which he was into. And we went back to his hotel room, and, you know, things are going, or whatever. And he's like, I'm a boob guy. So I'm like, all right, they're small, but I'll pop my tits out, whatever. I pop them out, and he goes, baby, I mean my boobs. So I sucked them. That's the end of that story. Third weirdest thing. This guy, he smacked me in the ass, which isn't that weird, and then he was like, I need you to bark like a dog. And I was like, what do you mean? What kind of dog? Like a tiny dog? Like a deep Labrador retriever? What are we going for here? And he said, just a dog. So I said, ruff, ruff. And then he said, now say you're my dirty little slut. And I said, okay. That's the end of that joke. I didn't write it in. I don't know. Just happened. Okay. Dad, bulletproof vest, sex with weird people. What comes next? Oh, shit. This is what I was afraid of. I'm also wearing a moose vest to protect my innards, just like my father does with his bulletproof vest. I know what I want to talk about. So dating's going really horribly. Wah, wah, wah. Look at my outfit, obviously. I'm a comedian. I used to volunteer in prison, and for like 5 years I did that, volunteered in prison. I don't think anyone should go to prison, beside the point. But so when I'm dating, I'm like, yeah, you know, I like tell jokes, and I go to prison, and guys are always like, so you looking for a bad boy? It's like, yeah, I go to prison to fucking pick up dudes. What the fuck is wrong with you? No, maybe, no, okay? And also I say I'm a stand-up comedian. They'll be like, what do I have to do to get in the act? What can I do to get in the act? I'm like, I don't know, like have a baby mama, a drug problem, some other weird STD that I haven't had yet. Sluts are funny. Thanks. You're the guy from the magic. You did the magic. You helped out the magic guy. I loved the magic guy. Okay. One more thing and then I'm gonna leave and everyone can return to their lives normally. Thank you, camera woman. You were really just, my ego is, I feel so pretty and it is because of you. There's one more thing I wanted to say. Oh, I feel bad for me. Okay. You can't really trust men, can't really trust? I got fucked up, oh God. You can't really trust women, tried that for a while. You can't even trust your vibrator, like mine always goes out when I need it the most. During storage wars, when they crack those units open. You can't tell me you don't get a little rush. She knows what I'm talking about right here. Yeah, Gah! That antique lamp, za, za, za. Okay, anyway, love you. You've been great. Support live performance. Adios. Bye.